Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Jay the BCBA. Today I want to give you a little bit of a house tour at the beginning of the vlog. So right here we have some European art. I got like some places up in Barbados and stuff, some hats down there. Cool little decorations. Here's the view from outside. I have a couple of monkeys who live right here. I usually leave them some food, but I think right now they're more so at the other trees. This is where I spend a lot of my time. I have my laptop in my backpack, but my laptop goes there. I have my desktop right here with the MacBook computer right here. That's the desktop computer, and then the tablet right there. So that way we can just kind of hop on and do my supervision. There's my little things, my badge. Mirror. Here is the fridge. The fridge is kind of small, but it fits enough of my stuff. The good thing about Nairobi is food is not as expensive as the States, so it works out. Manhattan right there. I just got this washer and dryer. It does both at the same time. It takes like 4 hours, but here's the kitchen. All right, bathroom, cool little bathroom. Got the shower head with the like rainwater shower head type joint. So here's the bathroom, nothing much to see there. And then here is the room. Got a TV where I keep all my clothes. So yeah, this is the apartment. And I'm in Westlands, really good area. Brand new couch as well, I love this couch. My neighbors are really cool. And yeah, got a couple of monkeys that hang out around here that I get to see on a day-to-day basis, which is really fun and different than the States, right? So I'll see y'all in a minute though. So what's up, y'all? It's Jay the VCA again. And like I was talking about when we were just in my apartment, I want to have a discussion with you all about some things that I love about Nairobi. There's so many things, but I just want to narrow it down to a few different things and just kind of have a discussion with you. And like always, in the comment section, hop in there and let's have a discussion, and we could talk about the different things that I talked about, and you could tell me your perspective or whether I got it wrong or right. So the first thing is the beautiful nature around. Just look at this, walking from my apartment, the beautiful nature that Nairobi has, kind of tucked away in little areas and crevices like Westlands throughout the city, in this huge city. So y'all see me walk to the gym all the time, and just walking distance from my apartment is the big, beautiful, bustling city. But like you see from my apartment, there's a lot of different trees, a lot of nature, and a lot of beautiful things to look at if you like being outside like I do. So that's my first thing, is the beautiful walking scenes that you can see while walking around, all of the beautiful flowers, vegetation. Just in general, like the things that God has created are so beautiful in Nairobi. And even though there's a lot of things that man created, like a lot of different businesses and houses and things of that nature and buildings, there's also really beautiful nature around. That goes into number two, something else that God created. The people here are just great, man. I mean, yeah, you could talk about the negatives about Nairobi. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Is that what you all are called? Or like, the Nairobians, like where I'm from, we're called Houstonians, like people from Houston. So Nairobians, man, they're just welcoming, nice, always smiling, helpful. I don't think I've ever asked someone random on the street something and they didn't give me at least the best answer they could give me, right? Like, where's this? Not only will they tell me where this is, they'll show me. They'll just go out their way to show you different things and be nice to you and always welcome you with opening arms for the most part. So yeah, the people, they're great, man. Along the lines of the people is the energy that is created in Nairobi. Have you ever been to Alchemist on Saturdays and just kind of hung out and danced? The energy that the people in Nairobi create is just unlike any other place that I've ever been. I don't drink, so when I go to the club, it's more for the vibes and to just kind of interact with people and not really network, but interact with people and, you know, just vibe with everyone. And it's so easy to do so in Nairobi because everybody's dancing, everybody's laughing, everybody's talking. Myself and people that I go with usually look different from everybody else, so they wonder, like, where are you from? But yeah, the energy that the people create in Nairobi is second to none. So say you're vibing out at Alchemist on a Saturday night and everybody's having a good time, or you're at NSK and you're eating some great pizza or some Mexican food from NSK, or you're just dancing the salsa on Thursdays. One thing that's for sure, in Nairobi, you're always gonna see some great paintings. It's always gonna be aesthetically pleasing, and the people are gonna create that great energy I talked about before, but also the aesthetics that you look at, the art, everything is gonna be beautiful as well. So it's my next point. Pretty much everywhere you go in Nairobi is gonna be aesthetically pleasing. The art scene is great. There's plenty of different jazz things that you can go to at Gecko or different places. Speaking of Gecko, they have like these really cool little creative little buses like in the middle of Gecko. It's a very large restaurant, right? But it's pretty popular hangout spot for everybody, but especially nomads as well. And on like a Friday, they may have a free jazz concert there. And you're just hanging out in this little antique looking bus with all this art around you at Gecko. And then maybe like, okay, let's go hang out and dance for a little bit from 12 to 1 at Alchemist. Then you get to Alchemist and they have all these beautiful pieces of artwork around, and it's just a very, very creative city that has so much artwork. Kind of reminds me, if anybody out there has been to Mexico City, where Mexico City has those beautiful artworks pretty much all throughout the city. Kind of reminds me of that. So it's my next thing. Everything is pretty much aesthetically pleasing, from the people to the art. Okay, a bit of an extra point about the point that I was making earlier about the people. Some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. Anyways, moving on to the next thing, the food. Very diverse scene for food. So if you feel like eating Italian, there's a walking distance from my house. Feel like getting some Mexican food, NSK, walking distance from my house. Great Mexican food. So the food here is great. Even the choma, the lamb, all that stuff is great. But also if you feel like getting some other things from other places in the world, you can get that as well here. So the food is great in Nairobi. Not only is it great, it's inexpensive. Love the food, and I eat good every day. Like I go shopping maybe once or twice a week and get a lot of produce. And produce is super cheap here compared to the States. So I could get like 3 kilograms of bananas, which is maybe like 30 or 35 bananas for $3 or $2, something like that. So food is super inexpensive, especially if you want produce, especially if you go to the grocery store, especially if you cook for yourself. I spend maybe $800 on, that's enough chicken wings for me for 2 or 3 days. So $800 is maybe $6 for reference. Okay, so the final thing I want to talk about is how great it is as a professional to live here. There's not many BCBAs, obviously. I think I am one of maybe 5 in the country, but there's a lot of different opportunities for people who are in that field. A lot of people that I know that are trying to get in the field. So it's a great scene for me. Not only that, the internet's great here. The power doesn't go out much at all, really. I've never been interrupted by power outages during my work. So I would say if you are a nomad, and you want to live somewhere that's inexpensive and that has great power structure, Nairobi, I'm telling you. So I hope that we got something from that. And I know you're thinking, all these great things, what do you think is wrong? We'll talk about that in the next video. But until then, I will catch you all later. Hope y'all have a great day. Peace.